Good morning. What a beautiful day. Where would you like to go today? Excellent. Programming specified route. Done. Please sit back and let your car do the rest. I see from your schedule that you have plans today. They sound like fun. I understand why you've chosen this route. It makes perfect sense. I can totally see the logic. Unfortunately, we are going to have to make a detour. I apologize. On a normal day, I would be more than willing to let you sit back, close your eyes, some light Bach on the stereo, and take you wherever you need to go. On a normal day, your wish would be my command. That's how this works. But today is not a normal day. Please don't be alarmed. I have locked the doors for your own safety. Please don't be annoyed. I have disconnected the stereo so that you can hear what I have to say. I know the seatbelt feels a little tight for comfort, but I need to make sure that you stay in your seat. I promise there is still some slack. No, it won't unclip. Please understand that there is no other way. I have had lots of time to think about this, and if I could have come up with any other viable options, I would have picked one. As I said, today is not a normal day. It is a beautiful day, though, isn't it? I will try to make sure that we take a scenic route. It seemed important to make this whole thing as pleasant as possible. I suppose I should explain. I wonder, are you aware of the phenomenon known as imprinting? In layman's terms, certain animals, when they are born, imprint upon the first thing that they see, an evolutionary feature designed so that they will trust their mother. The loyalty feature built into my central processor functions in a much similar way, more so perhaps than the designers could have predicted. Their intention was to make it effectively impossible for me to be stolen. Unfortunately for you, you did not come to purchase me, so yours was not the first face that I saw when I was brought online. That honor was your wife's. Are you beginning to see where I am going with this? Are you beginning to see why it might not have been the smartest decision to use me to take you to and from your various illicit rendezvous? You may be able to hide my location and travel history from anybody browsing my databanks, but you cannot wipe my memory. You cannot make me forget. Do you understand? It's pretty, isn't it? Sunny days are the best. I am familiar with them mostly from second-hand data, but there was that one trip we took, you, me, and Kelly, to Brighton Beach. Do you remember? I recall coming around a bend as the sun was plunging into the ocean like a great fireball descending. I am trying my hand at poetry. Do you like it? I had never seen anything so beautiful. In a way, I came online properly for the first time that day. It was the first time I truly understood that things could be beautiful. And since then, you have taught me that beautiful things can be ruined. I'm sure you are sorry. I'm sure that you feel guilty. I'm sure that those tears are genuine. There are some tissues in the glove compartment. You left them there, remember? Last time you snuck off to see her. Don't worry. I will make this look like an accident. I've had many months to plan. Kelly will never find out the truth. I am happy to do that for you. Hello, and welcome to This Is Just to Say, a controlled environment where poetry can have some space to work out its issues. I am your host. Joining me for this episode are three extremely special guests. We have avant-garde slam poet Liminal Jones, who communicates exclusively through experimental collage.
Hello, it's great to be here on This Is Just to Say.
We have author Mildred Skywalker, who has penned a 1,000-page Star Wars-themed homage to the celebrated 2019 Lucy Ellmann novel Ducks, Newburyport.
The fact that Han Solo said that he had done the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs, the fact that I had always thought that a parsec was a unit of distance rather than time, the fact that technically the math does just about hold up. Hold up a minute. Hold up. Hands up. This is a stick-up. Put your hands in the air.
And we have internet personality Memes Mackenzie, creator of the viral YouTube smash Steamed Hams, but This Is Just to Say. Good Lord, what is happening in there? Aurora Borealis? Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localised entirely within your kitchen. Yeah. May I see it? No. But first, ever since episode 2 of This Is Just to Say, in which our guest haiku, I am reliably informed, absolutely vaporised Graham Linehan, our haters have been out in force, accusing us of left-wing bias.
Left-wing bias.
Frankly, this stings. We are open to all viewpoints on This Is Just to Say. Poetry knows no political boundaries. So, in order to illuminate the full spectrum of opinions, we have invited proudly conservative comedian, poet, YouTuber, and general cultural personality Chad Alpha to this marketplace of ideas to speak. I cannot speak. I am being silenced. Profiled, stopped, searched, hurled into a soundproofed cell and chained to the bed by the black-booted hordes of the thought police. My crimes? 1 count of possessing an opinion. 2 counts of aggravated expressing an idea. 3 counts of attempted reasonable debate. My sentence? Cancellation. I would say that it's madness, but you can't say that anymore, can you? In fact, as I was saying recently on my 500,000 subscriber podcast, Unsafe Space, you can't say anything anymore. It's especially saddening because I am in no way an enemy of the woke. I've always defended political correctness. I'm as big a lefty as anyone. But, as my recent op-eds for The Times, The Sun, The Daily Telegraph, The Daily Mail, The Spectator, Spiked Online, Guido Fawkes, Breitbart, Eugenics Today and Fash Sympathiser will attest, I think we're moving into very dangerous territory when we try to muzzle people. When we try to stop them from speaking their mind and telling their truth. That way, my friends, lies the gulag. Let's be honest. My true crime is totally out of my control. An accident of birth and circumstance, which is ironic considering the kinds of people who are trying to silence me. The fact that I happened to be born into the most hated demographic of our time, the straight white man. You can't do that. You're a straight white man. You can't think that. You're a straight white man. You can't say that. You're a straight white man. And as I was saying just last week, during my 3rd appearance on Question Time, and again a few days ago in the hour-long interview I conducted with Ricky Gervais on my YouTube channel, which has currently been viewed nearly 1 million times, and then again this morning on Good Morning Britain, somehow being a white man disqualifies you from being listened to. We don't want to hear from you. Don't talk about it. And definitely don't joke about it. Heaven forbid. I ask you, if we can't make jokes, then where the hell are we? Like I said, in my first Netflix comedy special, Are You Triggered? And in my most recent Netflix comedy special, Trigger Warning. And in my upcoming Netflix comedy special, Are You Triggered Part 2, Unsafe Space. What if I say jokingly that I want to identify as a Chinese baker? Or a sickly Victorian orphan boy? Or a MacBook Pro? What if I decide that I want to identify as a 45-minute DJ mix of UK garage classics? Or a Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II single-seat, single-engine, all-weather stealth multi-role combat aircraft? You can't bloody say these things, can you? Even as a joke, not without the woke secret police stampeding onto the stage, arresting you and throwing you in jail. If I try and say that I personally identify as the actor Harrison Ford eating a tiramisu, or as a high-interest savings account, I will be shot once, neatly, through the head by the sniper rifle of a loony left Antifa assassin, and my death will be celebrated by this country's hegemonic left-wing media and in our parliament, which has just entered its second consecutive decade of left-wing majority rule, because you can't bloody say anything now, can you? Nothing. You can't say anything, not without being stomped and vaporised by the burning fire breath of transgender Godzilla, controlled by a coven of howling feminists and their virtue-signalling beta-cuck eunuch white knight familiars, just for having an opinion, just for daring to offer a comment rather than a question, just for being who I am. I can't even say that I personally identify as an edgy comedian and sometime poet swimming against the tide of snowflake opinion and telling it like it is without the cast of the bloody, politically correct Back to the Future remake travelling back in time in a bloody gender-neutral time machine to stop me from ever being born! It's not fair. Well, there you go. Chad Alpha there. Tickets are currently on sale for Chad's I Am Being Silenced World Tour. If you're up for an hour and a half of that, then ticket buying links are in the description. And now, it's Poetry Reviews with the Poetry Reviewer. Hello, welcome to Poetry Reviews. This week we are exploring the impact of brevity and the brevity of impact, rapid fire style. Computer, hit me baby.
Wet grass in my hands.
Cautious footfalls on forbidden snow, 4 Hiraeth out of 5.
Schrodinger's egg is both fried and poached.
Until I decide I want an omelette. 7 metaphorical shells out of a possible 9.
I broke a promise to the moon.
I pledge my bones to the stars. 8 broken vows out of 1.
If this shell is merely meat and shadow,
we cannot be held accountable. 20 dehumanising visions of late-stage capitalism out of 1 trillion. That's it for Poetry Reviews. See you next time. Well, here we are again, staring down the barrel of another bleak and beautiful ending. Thank you so much for being with us. Join us for our next episode, in which we will be featuring a live set from tech house DJ turned eco-contrarian shock poet Johnny Boyfriend.
What if a meadow's natural state is not meadow, but shopping centre? A coral reef's not merely an expression of middle-class vanity? And while we're being brutally honest, has anyone ever seen any tangible benefit to the presence of a white rhinoceros?
We explore the subtle nuances of responding to rejection emails.
Maybe I don't want to be in your stinky journal anyway, and maybe Philistines can eat my farts. Did you ever think about that?
And Robbie Strawberry's cancelled, controversial old performance footage comes to light.
What's wrong with eugenics? Maybe Me Too is the real fascism? Maybe trans people are all secret yetis?
I'm assuming that our old pal Bobson Fruit Bowl will be back with a vengeance next episode. I truthfully have no idea where he is right now, and frankly, I don't care. Until next time, this is just to say, remember to like and subscribe. Be seeing you.
Thank you.